What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ajax Reviews. Today, we review a movie that a lot of people don't even know exists. The third installment in the Urban Legends series, Urban Legends Bloody Mary. Directed by Mary Lambert. On a prom night dare, a trio of high school friends chant an incantation unleashing an evil spirit from the past with deadly consequences. Urban Legends Bloody Mary. This is a movie that I found at a random store. I don't even remember the name of the damn store. But I picked it up and was like, I wonder if this is like another movie in that franchise. Turns out that it was. So I bought Urban Legends Bloody Mary and I watched it. Once. There's a reason why I watched it. Once. And I'll get into that in a second. But before I put it on this time, I forgot a lot about it. I remember that it wasn't about the actual Bloody Mary urban legend. And I remember that had something to do with like a high school dance. And that's about all I remembered. So when I put this on with my daughter, my 13-year-old watched this with me, she was more dumbfounded by it than I was. She was like, Dad, what the hell are we watching? So, without any further ado, I'm going to give you my opinion on this movie and maybe throw in some things that my daughter said as well.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
So here we are, the final installment of the Urban Legend, whatever they want to call it, Urban Legends franchise. Now, I'm just going to state the obvious. This third installment was just all around the worst quality possible. And I mean, there's literally no comparison to this and the original. Now, this short-lived franchise gained popularity by going off of what the original, the first movie, did. And that was by use actual urban legends, tie them into the story to these unique situations, and create kills and suspense based off of that. So in this third installment, not only did they throw out the original working formula, but they went ahead and made up their own story, their own urban legend for this movie. So maybe they should have just dropped the Urban Legends title and tried something else, because all they ended up doing was hurting this already dying franchise. This movie didn't look, feel, or flow like any of the other Urban Legend movies. Hell, this wouldn't have even been good as one of those Asylum knockoffs. They literally ripped off scenarios from other movies, like the scene where a guy dies getting burnt to death in a tanning bed. Can anybody say Final Destination 3? Now, the girls looked good, and the acting wasn't terrible. But as an Urban Legends movie, it just fails. They should have had the killers from the first two movies team up and just kill a bunch of people based off of Urban Legends. That's a movie that I would have loved to have seen.
Candyman ripped off Bloody Mary in the first place. Not the other way around.
So what did I like about this movie then? I mean, the girls had nice bodies and were fun to look at. There were some scenes where they were having their little slumber party where one of the girls was kind of bent over and you could see, I mean, that's chauvinistic of me, but I mean, literally that's the only good shit from this movie. And another thing that I liked was the fact that Shanks from Halloween 5 was in this movie. Other than that, this movie didn't have a whole lot to offer, entertainment-wise or anything else. So what all did I not like about this movie? I mean, the story. It's not even the story of Bloody Mary. So if you're going to do an Urban Legends movie and call it Bloody Mary, at least have the actual urban legend of Bloody Mary. The other thing that I didn't really like was the effects. They were terrible. Also, the CGI was just f***ing laughable. Fake-ass bullshit. I mean, really, there's too much in this to list that I disliked. So in conclusion, would I recommend this movie? No, absolutely not. Even when it comes to collection purposes, You don't need this to have a complete collection because they don't even use real urban legends. They made up their own. So it's not even the same as the first two in any respect. This movie doesn't even resemble an urban legends movie. So pass it up, put it back on the shelf. Don't think twice about it. You're not missing anything. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to give this movie a 1.5 out of 5. And that's going to do it for me for today, guys. So remember, until next time, stay smart, stay clean, keep the dream. Don't let the man get you down, because if he does, he may stuff you in a trunk in a high school dance and nobody will find you for like 30 years until they say your name, but not in a mirror. And oh, hell, screw it. Here's the end screen.